People pay good money for 57-minute courses on personal finance. I can fit the whole thing on one whiteboard. The truth is, most money advice is the same 5 ideas wearing different costumes. Once you see them drawn out, you can stop buying courses forever. So grab a marker. Let me show you everything that actually matters in the time it takes to make a cup of tea. First, the part nobody likes. You cannot manage money you never see. Most people earn, spend, and then squint at their bank balance hoping it lies to them. So we start by drawing one simple picture. Money in on the left, money out on the right. That gap in the middle is the only number that builds wealth. We call it the gap. Everything else in this video just makes the gap bigger. Now, before you save a single penny, you need a wall. Life throws surprises, a broken boiler, a car that coughs and dies, a surprise vet bill with a very smug cat. If you have no buffer, every surprise becomes debt. So the first job is a small pile of cash you do not touch. Start with a few £100s, then build it toward 3 months of basic costs. This is your emergency fund. It is boring, and boring is the point. A boring fund means an exciting surprise stays a surprise, not a disaster. Next, the villain of this whole story, expensive debt. Credit cards and payday loans charge interest that grows while you sleep. Imagine a hole in the bottom of your money bucket. You can pour in as much as you like, but it drains out faster. So before you invest in anything clever, you patch the hole. Pay off the high-interest stuff first. There is no investment on earth that reliably beats a credit card charging you 20%. None. Killing that debt is a guaranteed return, and guaranteed returns are rare. Now here's where it gets fun, because now your money can work while you nap. This is the magic word everyone overcomplicates. Compounding. You earn money on your money, and then you earn money on that. Draw a tiny snowball at the top of a hill. Give it a push. By the bottom, it is enormous. That is your savings over 30 years. The snowball does the heavy lifting, but only if you give it time to roll. Which brings us to the single most powerful force in finance: time. A person who starts at 25 with small amounts often ends up richer than someone who starts at 35 with double. Same snowball, longer hill. So the best day to start was years ago. The second best day is today, with whatever you have. Now, where do you put it? You do not need to pick clever stocks. Most professionals who try to beat the market lose to a simple index fund over time. An index fund just buys a tiny slice of hundreds of companies at once. If one fails, the others carry on. You are betting on the whole team, not one player. In the UK, you can hold this inside an OISE, which is a wrapper that keeps the tax man out of your gains. Same investments, less tax. Free upgrade. And here's the part people fear most. The market goes up and down like a heartbeat. When it drops, beginners panic and sell. That locks in the loss. The trick is to keep buying a little every month, no matter the mood. Boring, automatic, ignore the noise. Set it up once and let it run. The investors who do nothing often beat the ones who fiddle. Now let us talk about the thing that quietly fixes everything. Automation. Willpower is weak by Friday night. So you take yourself out of the decision. On payday, money jumps straight into your emergency fund, your debt, and your investments before you can spend it. Pay yourself first, then live on the rest. You never miss money you never saw. Let me tie it together on the board. Draw the gap, build the wall, patch the hole, push the snowball, let time roll, buy the whole team, wrap it in an ISA, automate the lot. That is the course. That is the whole thing. Everything else is detail and noise dressed up to sound important. One last idea, and it is the one most courses skip. More money only helps if your lifestyle stays put. The trap is simple. You get a raise, and your spending grows to match it. Draw a person climbing a ladder while the floor rises with them. They never get higher. So when your income goes up, send most of the raise to your gap, not your wants. Let your lifestyle grow slower than your pay. That gap, widening year after year, is the quiet engine behind every comfortable retirement you have ever seen. So here's your concrete takeaway. This week, do one thing. Open your banking app and set up a single automatic transfer on payday, even £10 into a separate savings pot. That one action turns this whole whiteboard into a habit. If a stick man just saved you a 57-minute course, subscribe, and I will keep drawing the rest of money one marker at a time.